Hello, West, and welcome to another episode of Between Two Doors. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in last time. We had a great time having 4 guests on at once. We thought it was such a good show. We decided to add more than one guest again. So we have 5 guests joining us today. As you can see now, 3 teachers, and for the first time ever, we are adding 2 students. First time ever we've had students actually on the show. So what you might not know, these 5 people have something in common. They have all coached. I have all coached all 5 of them. Okay, now some of them more recent, and 3 of them about 16 years ago. So what we're going to do is a little coaching theme. We're going to get a perspective from Coach Coverdale's coaching 16 years ago and now, and what it's like being a colleague of mine now. So let me introduce our 5 colleagues. We're going to start from the shortest to the tallest. So this is Zadie Brown. She's our shortest. She's a 6th grader. She played on my golf team this past fall, and she's been on my basketball team the last couple of years.
You are in the building, please come to door 1.
Well, that's a first. It's kind of like when Mr. Champion's phone kept going off a couple of years ago. And then the next student, we have my princess, my daughter, Maya Coverdale, same as Zadie, golf and basketball. And this is actually her 2nd time on Between Two Doors. Yes, it was. She made an appearance in our at-home edition. You probably didn't see that because no one watched that episode. Well, Zadie did because she's my biggest fan, right? Okay. We have Mr. Dowden, who is a wellness teacher here at West. I coached him in 8th grade and all through high school. And his teammate, Mr. Heron. Now, some of you, I know you might be looking at Mr. Heron. Yes, he is a real teacher. He is not a substitute. I know he's gone all the time, and subs are in the building more than he is, but he is a real teacher. He was teammates with Mr. Dow in 8th grade and all through high school. And then Mr. Harmus, my first year teaching, you were a 7th grader. And that was I was a 7th grade assistant coach. And then when I moved up to high school, I got to coach him again in high school. So this is our guest today.
Thank you still didn't have hair back then, though.
Yeah,
so
I had a little bit. Thank you all for coming. So let me start with the 6th graders, Zadie and Maya, okay? So what is more nervous, playing in a basketball game or being on Between Two Doors?
Between Two Doors.
Now, why is it more nervous, Zadie? Because you're the biggest fan of Between Two Doors. She told me she was the biggest fan. She's seen all the episodes. That's why I thought she might be a good sidekick to come on with Maya. But why are you so nervous? You've never been nervous before in your life.
That's not true.
Speak up. Speak up. You got to speak into the mic. All right, Maya, what's more nervous? Basketball, golf, Between Two Doors?
Basketball, no.
Why is basketball more nerve-wracking?
Just Between Two Doors.
Okay. Yeah. Because you have no idea what I'm going to say, do you? Now, Maya, this question is for you. What is it like? A lot of the other students want to know, what's it like having your dad teach in the building?
Awful.
It's pretty awesome, isn't it?
No.
Why is it awful? What? Why is it awful?
Because,
Because I embarrass you sometimes? Yeah. By calling you princess?
that's okay. You call me that too.
Yeah. Yeah, when Mr. Harmus played defense, sometimes I call him that.
Harmus played defense?
No, that was you that never played defense. Okay. Let's go to the 3 gentlemen. 16 years ago, a long time ago, right? Now, we work together all the time. So compare Coach Coverdale back then when you played for me to Coach Coverdale now working for me. Mr. Dowden, you want to go first?
You were mean. And you still are, but in a different way. And it's not to me, and I enjoy it more. I love how the kids are scared, and I love how I'm not anymore.
Like I tell my students, you decide which Mr. Coverdale you get. So obviously you didn't play hard enough or something. Now I will say Mr. Dowden played hard. He was only one of the 3 that really played defense. He couldn't shoot or dribble with a leg, but he did play some hard. Yes. Okay. So a little bit different from back then, right? Mr. Heron, same question.
I think you're a lot softer.
Well, I am older.
Like you're not.
You talking about his weight or?
Yeah.
My weight.
Lot doughier.
Yes, I'll give that. Well, when you hang out with Mr. Alvey all the time eating cookies, that's, it happens.
Delicious cookies.
Yes.
But I do like not getting yelled at for throwing behind back passes.
Well, if you could do it, I wouldn't have yelled at you, but
But they were good.
no,
They look
they
good.
weren't. Mr. Heron was one of the players who liked to look good, and then instead of making the
still look
play.
good.
Yeah. He does have good hair. I am jealous of that.
Was he the last one out of the locker room normally?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's always in the bathroom
You
checking
saved the
his hair.
best for last.
All right, Mr. Harmis.
We were the best team.
Now, Mr. Harmis is
team.
one thing he has that he doesn't. Me and Mr. Harmis coached 7th grade a couple years together. So not only did he play for me, he coached with me
It was
as
only.
well.
It felt
So-
like a couple years, but it was like 5.
Yeah, yeah. So any difference between 16 years ago and now?
You're a lot funnier when I'm on the other side of the court when I was playing.
Yeah.
I didn't hear as many jokes back then. So
Okay, yeah. All right, Mr. Dowden, 7th grade basketball coach here at West. Let me ask you this. Are you sympathetic to your players when they are late for Saturday morning practices? Because since you slept in on one of my Saturday morning
One
practices.
time in my entire career.
Yeah.
now all of the 7th graders know about it too. So
Yeah.
Now they all know. If it
And-
happens to you, doesn't matter. You're running no matter what.
And-
I ran. I
and
paid for it.
How many line drills did you have to run?
Every minute I was late. I think I
So
was.
you were 37 minutes
It was
late,
brutal.
so he owed me 37 line drills the next practice. So
I gotta be a little
7th
bit-
graders don't let that happen.
I gotta be a little bit
waking-
stricter on my
I remember
kids.
waking up to a phone call. I was at a sleepover at someone's house. I woke up. Hello, you coming to practice? Oh yeah, I'm on my way. I was literally laying under covers in bed, and I busted out of there. I was late. But never
Yeah.
happened again.
I could tell you were still asleep. I wasn't happy with you. Okay. All right, Mr. Heron, can you explain what Miller time is?
If you're not 15 minutes early, you're late.
If you're not 15 minutes. Now, I understand, I have proof that Mr. Heron lives by this on a daily basis. He has the best parking spot every single day when he comes to school. All right, and I actually have a picture of this parking spot. Let's take a look at it. And as you can see, there's words underneath it says visitor. How can a teacher park in a visitor parking spot?
I don't live here. I'm a visitor.
Okay. Yeah, oh, that's
You
right.
know
He is
what?
a substitute teacher.
Moorhead takes that spot a lot, and I'm taking
He
that
gets the perfect parking spot every day. Okay. All right, Coach Harmis, our 8th grade coach. Do you have any records at Noblesville High School basketball?
I knew you were going to bring this up. I knew it. I almost had a
He
record.
was close, very close. And what record was that? Oh, I know. I remember. It was the best three-point percentage in a season. Record did you almost break?
The bald guy sitting over in the corner.
That's right. He did not. He went down the last game in the sectional and Brick City. So
In my defense, this guy's first year, being around our program or being around the Miller
At the high
program
school,
at the high
yeah.
school level, was my senior year, and I had a little birdie in my ear, probably the last 3 or 4 games of the season, saying, "Oh, just so you know." So it made me a little bit nervous, and I might have choked a tad.
So what you're saying is you're mentally weak and couldn't handle it.
Maybe.
Always trying to push us to succeed.
He succumbed to pressure. I hope you're not teaching that to your players. So yes, I still own the record that Coach Harmis almost beat me, but he didn't.
2% off.
All right, we're going to start with the girls here. I want all of you, one by one, you're going to give your best Coach Coverdale impersonation. All right, so Zadie, you're up first. Speak into the microphone, remember.
Hold on.
You want Maya to go first?
No, you can.
All right, one of you go.
No, you can go first. No.
Come on, Maya.
Oh, I wish I had it. Maya, get back on defense!
All right, that's a good one. All right, Z.
Maya, stop being a ball hog. Basketball!
I have said that to her. Maya likes to shoot. All right, Mr. Dowden.
When did your voice get so raspy?
Dowden, if you shoot the ball one more time, I'm putting you on the bench.
No, what else did I always just say? I got 7 shooters I could put in before you. You're out there to play defense and rebound. That's it.
Hey, but I was out there.
Yes, you were. All right, Mr. Heron.
Who got beat?
Heron? Dang it.
He got beat a lot on defense.
I heard, stop being soft, Harmus.
All right. Well, this was fun. I want to thank you guys for coming. Now, I want you to know I've all coached all of you, but you know what? I hope you learn stuff that I taught you when you play for me. But you know where you eventually got it all from? The coach I had, and that is the one and only Mr. Alvey. He was my freshman basketball coach, and everything in life I've learned from him that year I've taken in every aspect, whether it's at home or at school. So you are in the Ray Alvey coaching tree now and player tree.
I don't know if I'm proud or, yeah.
It's something, all right. Okay.
One of these days, one of our players right now is going to be the next one of us up here.
Yeah, that is true. Since Mr. Alvey coached
Alvey
me,
tree's
I
going.
coached Mr. Dowden. So when Mr. Alvey retires, we got to get one of your former players in here to keep that tree
be any
going.
of you.
So, well, we want to thank you. We want to tell all the students that here at West have a great break. Oh, one more thing. Who is going to be our next guest on Between Two Doors? So, as always, we send out emails.
Don't email me.
Mr. Harmus did it last time. He did such a great job that we're going to go with Mr. Cooper since he's at home. Congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. Cooper, for they just had their baby, and so they're going to stay in at home with the first couple days they're home with the baby. So Mr. Cooper has nothing to do but change diapers, so he'll probably want a break of that. So email Mr. Cooper, and the email address is on the screen. Email him who you want to see on the next episode. Remember, you can email as many times as you want. If you want 3 or 4 different teachers, make sure they are separate emails so that we can add them up a little bit better, okay? Anything you guys want to say to the students as they head off into winter break?
Have a great break. Be safe.
Girls, anything? Oh my God, this is the quietest I've ever seen Zadie in my life.
Happy holidays and see you next year.
All right, have a great break, West.
That was a good episode, guys. I really appreciate it. Yeah, we had a lot of fun. Good. Oh my God, it's him. Hey guys. Really happy.